time again for another preview show. This time for UFC Paris. UFC Paris. Sorry, my stupid mic was over here. How's everyone doing today? Bit of time off from the UFC, but that's okay because it's back. What's going on, Phil? How are you today, my friend? Oh gosh, what is everyone up to? It's Labor Day, all that fun stuff. By the way, we do have a Tapology League. Nice little day off. Cool, man. That's awesome. Hope you are relaxing, having a good time. What's up, Kyle? What's up, Dylan? No, you cannot come on the show. Sorry. But go ahead and feel free to give us your picks in the chat. We have a Tapology League. Whoever gets the most event wins at the end of the year will win $100. Oh, I need to turn this on. There we go. I'm about to go live myself. I'll be at UFC Paris. That's right. You're going because you are in France. We have a Tapology League. Join it. It's in the channel description. Yeah, we need more people. But we have one guy that's already way ahead. Our homie Nick the Dane. Anyway, enough stalling. Actually, hold on a little bit more stalling. Also, Big Red, where's my money? Where's my goddamn money? Anyway, all right. Shauna Bannon versus Sam Hughes at strawweight. Shauna Bannon is 7-1 in her career. She's won 4 out of her last 5. Her only loss was to Bruna Brazil. She's plus 240 as the underdog, 31 years old from Dublin. Sam Hughes, 10-6, won 3 out of her last 5. Minus 300 as the favorite. From Everett, Washington. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Everett. But she trains at Fortis MMA with Saif Saud. So the thing about this fight is, man, Sam Hughes, in my opinion, is a tough one to pick. She's like what I would call a journey woman, right? But she is that test that prospects need to pass in order to move up the rankings. I always kind of thought of Sam Hughes as more of a grappler. But man, she did really good work on the feet in her last couple of fights. But she did win those by split decision, which is very interesting. Shauna Bannon, on the other hand, is just bad. She's just really bad. She beat Puja Tomar and Elise Ardeline, 2 of the worst fighters ever in the history of combat sports. I mean, I'm talking like Jay Ellis level bad. But she impressively beat Puja Tomar by sub, and I think she even hurt her on the feet before the submission. So it was actually rather impressive. Regardless, I cannot confidently pick Shauna Bannon. I would say, hey, she's young, she's getting better, but she's only 31, 7-1. Third fight in the UFC, hasn't impressed thus far. I'm picking Sam Hughes here to get it done via decision. Now, the only thing that's weird is sometimes Sam Hughes just like she loses to she'll go on a good run and then she'll lose to like somebody she's supposed to beat, right? So I mean, there is an off chance that and then the 2 split decisions in her last wins. Kind of strange. I don't remember those fights very well. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm very confident that Sam Hughes gets this one done. I think Shauna Bannon sucks. So Hank's favorite fighter is on Dana White Contender Series. Is Steve Asplund? Is he fighting tomorrow? Good to see you, by the way, Isha. I know you hate the UFC, but here we are. All right. Renat Fakhratinov versus Andreas Gustafsson. This is taking place at welterweight. Renat Fakhratinov is 4-0-1 in his last 5, 24-2-1 in his overall career. He's 33. Andreas, 12-2, minus 125. He's the slight favorite, 34 years old. This is basically a pick'em. Andreas is interesting. When he came on the Contender Series, I was kind of like, all right, whatever. He looked good. Then he fought Chaos Williams, and I was like, you know what, man? Like, Chaos is he's a tough out. He's a tough out. I don't know if you guys remember when Chaos first debuted, but like, man, he had nasty power. Really interesting prospect, in my opinion. And then he just he took some hard losses. Kind of seemed like he was KO or bust. And I like Andreas because I wouldn't say he has like overwhelming power or like an overwhelming grappling ability or like dangerous submission game. But man, he fights at such a high pace that he's able to outwork a lot of 170ers at the bottom of the division. So seeing this matchup is interesting to me. I know a lot of people don't like Fakhretdinov because they said he is robbing this guy and he submitted Kevin Lee, and I think it was probably Dalby everyone thought that he lost to. But speaking of an overwhelming pace, I would say that that's what Renat, that's like kind of his game, right? It's a pretty clear-cut win for me. I think a lot of people just kind of hate on Renat because he's got like he's from the Caucasus Mountains. Everyone hates these guys, want him to lose constantly. And then, you got a guy like Andreas Gustafsson, who's like, obviously the brother of Alex. And people are super high on him. So they're going to be rooting for him big time. But I got news for you. Like, this is not one of those guys that you people should just be attached to just for the sake of it, right? Like, there's a big problem with that in combat sports. People anoint some guy that, especially against somebody they don't like. They're just like, this is their new guy. And I think Andreas Gustafsson is kind of that for some people, especially in this matchup with Renat. Like, people just don't like him. They're going to think Andreas is going to run over him. I think this fight is competitive in moments, but I'm definitely going to be picking Renat here. I'm not sure about a finish. Andreas, obviously not a guy who has taken a lot of damage in his career. Oh, Jesus Christ, went to the bottom of the page. Yeah, I'm going to pick Renat by decision. Pretty clear cut for me. And I'm actually very surprised that the line is so close. What is up, J Beers? How you doing? Women's golden rule of MMA applies in this fight. Always take the ugly one. Wow. Little misogynist. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, J Beers? How you doing, man? Renat is going to win. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Nazi getting spanked? What? You're into some weird shit, Frank. Hey, dumbass, don't unmod you. Don't ban people. Don't ban people, and I won't have to unmod you. You ban somebody. I never told you to. Wasn't approved, so you get unmodded. This is my birthday weekend card. Hey, that's what's up, man. Solid. Shout out to you, Gary. Happy birthday, my friend. What is up, Nitro? He says, can Rampage just... What? What? That's illegal, pal. Is Andreas a Nazi? Okay, now, does he have... There was a fighter that had like a... I think he's got like a swastika tattoo. Is that what you're referring to? I don't know if he's a Nazi. I've seen his fights a couple times. I don't remember him heiling Hitler, talking about the Third Reich. So anyway, starting off the podcast right, huh? All right, who the fuck is Robert Biersek? Who the fuck is this guy? Oh, okay, he's fought. Oh my god, he lost to Ihor Boterio. What the fuck? Oh my god. But he was on a knockout streak and some random ass Polish promotions. But you lost to Ihor Boteria in your one fight in the UFC. What the fuck? Who? What? And he's okay. He's plus 200 as the underdog. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? Why are we? Who? Jesus Christ. Why? Why do these bucking people I just don't get it, man. People always some people are critical of me. They're like, "How come you don't know this guy?" It's like, why should I know this bum that lost to Ihor Potieria at his only UFC fight? Like, he should have stuck to the Polish regional scene or gone to KSW where he could juice. Anyway, Brad Tavares, 21-10 is his record. He's won 2 out of his last 5 fights, minus 250 as the favorite, 37 years old, 6'1", trains at Extreme Couture. Robert Bierzizek, 4-1 in his last 5, lost his most recent fight to Ihor Potieria. He's 17-6 overall in his career, plus 200 as the underdog. 35. What the fuck? Why is this guy? God, the more I think about it, just why is this? Why? Who? I think they want to give Brad Tavares a win. Like, he beat Mearshart. He had a really competitive fight with Jung Young Park. Got knocked out by RoboCop, beat Weidman, got knocked out by Bruno Silva. Yeah, I mean, I think they're just trying to give Tavares a layup. Interestingly enough, Tavares, not really a KO guy. Fights very safe, technical. Nice kicks, straight punches, good anti-grappling game. I would like to see him get a knockout here. I think it's possible, but I'm going to go Tavares by decision, playing the safe vet game. Swastika is a Hindu, some Indian stuff. Just copied it from them, and yeah, for sure. But I don't think that's grounds to be like, repping a swastika everywhere you go. This is like, it's the same reason why, like, Hitler isn't a popular name anymore. It's like some guy comes around and kind of ruins it for everybody else. So, what is up, Juiceman? Hope that knee is getting better. It's not. I gotta get surgery. All good though, man. Good to see you. Tavares, easy, says Jay Beers. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, 35-year-old lost to Ihor Potieria. Like, what are we doing? Why are these the guys that are getting signed to the UFC? Like, I don't understand. All right, next fight is Sam Patterson versus Trey Waters. 170. Sam Patterson from the UK on a Tuesday, eating tuna, mate. He's 13-2-1. He is 4-1 in his last 5, minus 160 as a favorite. I think I already said that. 29, 6'3", 78-inch reach. Trey Waters is 9-1. Actually on a 3-fight winning streak. He's won 4 out of his last 5, plus 135 as the underdog. He is 6'5". So this is I think this is Sam Patterson going up to welterweight. Am I crazy? Because I feel like he was always the taller guy. See, the thing about Trey Waters is I never thought anything of him. I mean, obviously he got subbed by Bonfim in his Contender Series match. And this goes to show you lose on Contender Series. Keep this in mind for Tuesday or for tomorrow. You lose on Contender Series and you just get in the UFC anyway after you win on LFA. He beat Josh Quinlan and Billy Ray Goff by decision. And you know what? It was after his fight with Goff that I was like, you know what? This fucking guy, Trey Waters, is actually really good. Like, he's got really good stand-up. It's underrated. He's very patient. I like his style. He's got like a kickboxing style. I'm like, dude, this guy Trey Waters, he's actually not bad. Sam Patterson, he took some bad losses. Yeah, that's right. He got knocked out by Yanel Ashmouz. Didn't he get submitted by somebody? No. But he's on a 3-fight winning streak, and he's got them subs going. He knocked out Danny Barlow, which is a pretty good prospect. I think, I actually have Sam Patterson in a parlay. I think this is going to be a competitive match, though. You know what? I've doubted Trey Waters a lot, and he just keeps winning. And I'm not, like, I know Sam Patterson's like got this guy with this really long neck that gets, what does he get? Rear naked chokes? Yep. Oh, arm triangle. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm not really high on him. I think this is a pick 'em for me. But if we look on Tapology, look at how overwhelming it is that people are going for Sam Patterson, and especially by sub. And I think that's fair enough. I haven't seen enough of Waters' ground game. So, I mean, I guess that's an inclining that, Sam Patterson is just better on the ground. I don't think we've really seen much of it because I think he's more of a stand-up guy. I think Sam Patterson's ability has been improving. I'm going to go Patterson by decision because I think this is going to be a closer fight than some people think. But, man, can you imagine if Sam Patterson is able to get a knockout or sub here? Like, dude, his stock is going to go way up. Yeah, for sure, brother. Second scrap at 170. Okay, thank you. Oh, it's his fourth? Oh, what? Well, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So there you go. All right, next fight. It is Axel Sola versus Reese McKee. Who is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? Guy who fought on Aries. What is this, a draw? With a daggy? Hey, who is this guy? He's from Nice. Minus 140 as the favorite. 10-0-1 in his career. That's pretty impressive. 27 years old. 5'11". Boxing squad. What the hell? What are they training over there? Versus Reese McKee. Remember when Reese McKee got obliterated by like Hamzat, and then they brought him back to the UFC after he won on Cage Warriors, and then he lost to Angelusa and Chidi and Jaquani. But he knocked out this guy, Daniel Frunza. Who even is that? Who bums? Nothing but bums on Reese McKee's record. But I remember before his fight with Hamzat, he was pretty hyped up. Like a lot of people were telling me he's pretty damn good. I don't know, man. I don't know who this fucking guy Axel is. What is he, 27? He's got a lot of finishes. Reese McKee's a little chinny, right? A little chinny. I don't even know who to pick here. I have no idea. I think Reese McKee definitely got the high level experience down. We have seen as of late that a lot of like prospects from other promotions have just been smoked in the UFC, but I don't know, man. I'll probably take the risk on the guy I've never seen fight before, didn't watch any highlights of, and I actually pick him to knock Reese McKee out. Yeah, that's right. Taking Patterson as well. All right, cool. All right, next one. Oh yeah. Marcin Tybura versus Ante Delija. God, they just hate Marcin Tybura, right? This guy he's got the personality of a shoe, like an old boot, right? And this motherfucker is really good. He gets a lot of wins against guys he's not supposed to beat. And they're like, oh, Ante Delija, like the guy who I think he won a PFL like $1 million pot once. And they're like, this is the guy we're putting him up against. Marcin Tybura. Like, are you kidding me? It's like the most nothing win, like promotionally. It does nothing for your stock if you beat him. And if you lose to him, it doesn't do anything for Marcin Tybura because they just hate him so much. Speaking of that, Tybura 27-9. Beat Mick Parkin, that's right. Beat Denise. I mean, he's just pissing the promotion off to no end. Those are his last two. This is the pick'em. He's 39, 6'3", 78-inch reach. Ante Delija knocked out Jorgen De Castro on some fucking promotion 3 months ago. Lost to Moldavsky. Beat Maurice Green. Maurice Green was in the UFC for quite some time. And like his biggest claim to fame was that he was John Jones's like training partner. He wasn't bad heavyweight. Beat Scheffel, and he knocked out Renan Ferreira, the guy who Francis knocked out. The thing is, though, I mean, he was active a couple years ago. Lost to Valentine. Took a year off. And you know what? That doesn't really bother me. Man, the problem is with fighting Marcin Tybura is he's good everywhere. And it's also the pace at which he fights. Like Marcin Tybura makes you fight his fight, right? Now, obviously, Marcin isn't a guy who has reached the highest of the high in the heavyweight division. He got knocked out by Aspinall, and he got submitted by Sergey Spivak. He's actually 1-1 with him, but beating Deniz and Mick Parkin is definitely commendable. Mick Parkin on a huge tear. Deniz was a guy a lot of people were high on because he's a kickboxer. Oh, geez, every kickboxer in the UFC, we got to just ride with them. Anyway, god damn. I mean, so guys, and I just mentioned this, like guys from other promotions haven't been doing well in their UFC debut. I think Ante Dalia is a guy who could break that. Dude, does he knock out? I feel like that's the pivotal part of this matchup, right? If Ante Dalia can't knock out Marcin Tybura, does Marcin Tybura win a boring, safe, tactful decision, right? That's the problem. And Marcin Tybura isn't really a guy that gets knocked out, right? Like, obviously, Tom knocked him out. The hardcores know this is a good matchup. This is a solid fucking matchup. I wouldn't... Whoever you pick in this fight, whatever method, I think is sick. The other thing about Dalia is I'm pretty sure he's a roid head. And now that you have, what is it, drug-free sport as the drug testing agency in the UFC, I think he's good for the juice. I'll go Dalia. I'll ride with Dalia. Did you see that Cop and Roy Val got booked? No, that's sick as fuck, though. I love that match. Hopefully, Cop shows up to the fight, right? What is up, SS Jackson? Good to see you, my homie. What's up, Orange Cat? Yo, my man. Good performance last night on on Clown Show. Jesus Christ. All right. Umar C versus Brenson Ribeiro. Umar C, 11-1, lost his last fight. Who was that to? It was to Menafield. Minus 400 as a favorite. He's from France, obviously hometown guy here, 29. Brenson Ribeiro, 17-8. He is 2-3 in his last 5. He's plus 310 as the dog, 29 years old. So Brenson Ribeiro was like fucking just downright scary. He's knocking fools out. Then he started getting knocked out, had a majority decision with the guy whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce. It's Magomed Gaziasulov. But then he lost to Kyle Machado, or he beat Kyle Machado. This is the most boring fight I've ever seen in my life. And it's like top 5. Right behind, Francis and Lewis, Rose, Carla 2, and the entire DBX card that I watched on Friday. This fight sucked, though. It was Kyle Machado. I think he no, it was Brenson Ribeiro on the back foot the whole fucking time, and they barely even did anything. Then he beat this guy DR Nergoze. He actually submitted him with a Kimura, which was shocking. And then he got knocked the fuck out by Azamat Mirzakhanov, and that was just 2 months ago. So they're like, listen, Brenson, you were a scary guy at one point. You're fucking up. You're beating guys that we don't want you to beat. And you got knocked the fuck out 2 months ago. How about you fight this guy, Umar C, who I'm not high on. Like, I know he just lost to Menafield, and it's easy to kick someone while they're down, but, like, I wasn't high on him before that. Like, motherfuckers are trying to tell me, like, this Umar C guy was, like, the new thing out of France, like, the best thing in France since fucking the crepe or whatever. And I'm like, dude, like, I don't see anything in this guy's game that's, like, overwhelming. He's a good grappler, but his hands aren't really there. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not really super high on him. He's going to win this fight. He's going to win this fight for sure. The question is how. Now, Ribeiro obviously got knocked out 2 months ago, so you could think Umar C does get a knockout here. When was his last knockout? It was to some bum on KOF. That was 2 years ago. He's kind of overdue for one, right? Brenson Ribeiro is interesting, though, because we saw he has the ability to fight safe in the Kyle Machado fight. But you would kind of, like, when you picture him in your head, you think he's just this, like, bulldozer guy that just goes in swinging like crazy. Yeah, he can fight safe. I think Omar C is going to take him down, grind him out. I'll go round 2 TKO via ground and pound. Yeah, Cop better make weight. I know, right? Cop has had so many canceled fights. I thought DBX was entertaining. I'm glad somebody did. I'm on an island with that one. I've gotten a lot of criticism for saying that card was trash. C better win. France. Oh. Stop saying France. I'm gonna say France. Now I'm gonna say it even more since you guys said something about it. Speaking of France, we got William Gomes. He is from France. Versus some guy. Who is this guy? Like, who are these guys? Who are these? I'm so sick of just like dudes fighting on UFC cards. Like, can we just stop with this bullshit? I'm so sick of it. And then people come at me like, you don't know. You're a casual. You don't know shit about mixed martial arts because you know who Robert Ruchala is. Like, come on, dude. Who is this guy, dude? Okay, he's a KSW guy. All right, fair enough. Up and down in KSW. He's been in KSW a hot minute. Got soccer kicked by Saladin Parnasse. I'd probably get soccer kicked by Saladin Parnasse, to be fair. He's fighting William Gomes, 14-3. He lost his last fight. Who was that against again? Oh yeah, Hyder Emil. Damn, that's actually not a good look. It's not a good look. I was really high on William Gomes. I thought he was gonna fuck Hyder Emil up. Hyder Emil is not bad, but he did get knocked the fuck out in his last fight. He's minus 230 as the favorite. He's from Paris, France. 28 years old, 6 foot. Dude, what the why? Why is this guy in the UFC? Like, who? God, I don't know now. He's getting knockouts. So the thing about KSW though is like, guys always do really good. Oh, people forget, man. Ruchala beat Casper Formella. How could you forget that, man? That's such a huge win, man. Like, it's like I don't watch KSW. I don't watch KSW, bro. Like, I don't do it. I don't fucking do it. Like, my homie Isha, shout out to him. He watches every KSW card ever in the world, and he would know all about this guy. So City Life Project, he doesn't make picks, but he would know all about this dude. I don't watch KSW. I don't give a shit about MMA like people think I do. Like, I like kickboxing. Anyway, the thing about Gomes, he's very tall, he's very lanky, he's good everywhere. I think he lacks a little bit of that dynamite in his hands to be able to finish fights. I think he does have some finishes though in his last couple. Split with Ribeiro. He knocked out Gamori. That's right. Bum. That's right. Oh my god. So he's only been having close decisions with like bums, and then knocked out this dude Gamori. Beat Brito. That was kind of where I was like, and that was a good fight too. I was like, damn, this guy Gomes is really good. And then Hyder Emil beat him. Ooh. Yeah, he's gonna fight a knockout guy. I feel like Robert Ruchala could get the knockout. I'm gonna pick Gomes though by decision. I think I'm not giving up hope on him just yet. I think he's very good still. I think he's very good still. But I don't know. Maybe this could be a breakout performance for Ruchala. Rebel alert. Who did Gomes lose his last fight to? That would have been Hyder Emil. Yeah, that's right. And then Hyder Emil got knocked the fuck out. Thanks for coming in here, though, Owen. I'm glad to have an educated fight fan in here. UFC gave up on signing Parnasse after he turned them down so many times, so they signed Ruchala. That's what I think. Okay. Orange Hyder Emil. Gomes barely beat Brito. I think Brito's a good win, regardless. Like, I'm still high on Gomes. I don't think he's a bum. I think he's pretty good. His resume sucks ass though. After just kind of looking back at it, it's like it's fucking terrible. It's like really, really, really bad. I don't know. I still think he's pretty good though. I'm gonna ride with him. I think he's gonna be able to out technical Robert Ruchala. I think mean, this guy's got a lot of. I mean, he's like kill or be killed kind of dude. His last decision was almost 3 years ago. So yeah, I'm going with Gomes. All right, here's another one you guys are gonna have to help me out with because I don't know who this fucking guy is, Losene Kita, but I'm pretty sure he's the Octagon champion. You know what? Let's do a deep dive, shall we? Let's put on the glasses. Let's check this guy out. The fuck? He has a win in Muay Thai and an Octagon event. They did a Muay Thai fight. Weird. Let's see. Started out his career 3 decisions. Then he went on a big knockout streak. Another decision. Second fight in Octagon. Goes on another knockout streak. He loses to some guy in 2023 via leg injury, is what it says. This guy's knocking fools out. And let's see. He won the vacant featherweight championship. Wow. So he's actually a double champ in Octagon. And his last fight, he won the Octagon lightweight tournament and the Octagon lightweight championship. 16-1, won 10 fights by knockout, lost 1 by knockout, and 6 by decision. Interesting. Very interesting. How big of bums were his opponents, though? Here, let me go to Tapology. I'm just looking at it now. Like, this guy definitely looks like a problem. Okay, so his last opponent, 21-8. Dude, these guys got pretty good records. 12-1, 16-1, 17-4. Shit, he's not fighting bums over there. He's fighting pretty good guys. Finishing him. Damn, this guy might be a problem. Obviously taking on the highest level opponent he's ever fought. I don't think that's crazy to say. Keita has a lot of hype. People said he should have been in the UFC a long time ago. Okay. Keita by KO, perhaps. Only one can on his record. Okay. Yeah, no. Putting the glasses on, going on a deep dive. Let's read the teletape. Patricio Pitbull, 37-8. Won 2 out of his last 5. Plus 165 as the dog. 38 years old. 5'6", 67-inch reach. Fuck is this guy? Keita, 16-1. 5-fight winning streak in his last 5. It's a weird way to say that. Minus 200 as a favorite. Only 27 from Belgium. And he's 5'9". So he's got a height. His reach is unavailable. He's got a height advantage. He's got the momentum. He's got the age advantage as well, especially at featherweight, a division that's known for, eating alive the old. Man. And again, Pitbull. I always say this, but listen, Patricio Pitbull is the best fighter in Bellator history. Was it that head kick, right? He got knocked out by McKee, then he got his win back. Then he went over to Ryzen, lost to Chihiro Suzuki, lost the decision to Pettis. That was at bantamweight. Knocked out Jeremy Kennedy, lost to Yair, and then he beat Dan Ige. Another thing that is concerning to me, I don't know how much this plays into it. Let me know what you guys think. 3rd fight in 4 months. Is that good or bad? Is that good or bad for old Pitbull? Obviously, it's going to keep him sharp, especially at an older age. Can't count on him not being injured. Most guys come in, with some sort of injury, but I don't know, man. The activity level in the last 4 months is weird to me. It's kind of weird for old Patricio. Now, Patricio, you know, he fights in that like karate stance, right? He's got devastating power. He's got quick submissions, especially with his guillotine. He's able to snatch him up real quick. Fighting a young killer, I don't have a lot of hope for him. God, as much as I love Patricio Pitbull, I don't have a lot of hope for him, man. I think he could knock out Kita, right? He's got a lot. Patricio Pitbull has a lot of fucking power. I'm gonna go with Kita though. I'm gonna pick him. I'm not gonna go by not. Fuck. I'm gonna go safe and go by decision. Does Patricio Pitbull do the same thing against Kita as Yair did to him? God, I fucking hope so, man. I think it's fine for Pitbull. He's old, so can't take too much time off. Sure. I think Pitbull knows his time is coming, so he's just trying to get as many fights in as he can. Sure. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna pick this fucking guy that I've never watched a fight of or tape on. Fuck. I'm not making a bet on this fight. I'll tell you that much. I don't know what the fuck. I think it'll go to decision though. I think Patricio's gonna give him a tough fight. Maybe a later finish or like a really quick one, like maybe third round or maybe like early first. Just catches Pitbull off guard. I don't have any confidence in Pitbull here, guys. I really don't. I think he's just at the end of his career. He's 38 at featherweight, man. Fuck. Damn it. Why, Pitbull? Why you do this to me? All right. Next fight for SCM, Cowie Fernandez. Don't even need to break this one down much. Cowie Fernandez is a bum. He's a bum. For SCM is a very good fighter. Dangerous kickboxer. Killer at lightweight. Climbing up the rankings in a big way. I'm surprised they're having him fight this total loser, Cowie Fernandez. Let's see. Yeah, he did beat Guram, but Guram was awesome. Guram was fucking awesome, and then he just fell off a cliff. I think he's got like spina bifida or some sort of bone marrow like disease, because that guy just sucks now. Then he beat Muhammad Yahya, who is the worst fighter of all time. Lost to DeCasey. Yeah, no, this guy's a bum. DeCasey went to split with, but this is like wrestler DeCasey. Like DeCasey used to be a dangerous striker, and then he turned into a wrestler. For SCM, I don't know. I mean, how many knockouts does he have in his last couple fights? Just decisions. Knocked out Frivola. Oof. Beat Mike Davis, but Mike Davis looked like he was ill in that fight, and he actually was. Yeah, I'll go for SCM here. I'll go. I'm gonna say he'll knock out Cowie Fernandez second round. And Cowie Fernandez is a bump. He got canceled, I believe. This fight right here, Nightcrawler. Oh, well, that sucks. Good. Cowie Fernandez is gonna get knocked the fuck out. Oh well, it's still up on Tapology. That's why I'm making a pick on it. Good to see you though. Keita by Savage KO. Oh, I hate you, Jay Beers. I hate you so fucking much. I hate you. I can't pick Patricio Pitbull to get savagely knocked out. I hate you so much, man. I don't know. I would be so bummed. All right, Meneses Bukauskas versus Paul Craig. Oh God, why is this a fight? Now, Paul Craig is interesting. He's another one of those guys we talk about all the time. Like when they win, it's fucking awesome, right? Crazy sub, triangle out of nowhere. When he loses, though, God, he gets knocked the fuck out, dude. It's fucking great. It's so great. Gets knocked out impressively, wins impressively. Not really much in between for one Mr. Paul Craig. Bukauskas, he's a good fighter. He's very like under the radar. Like I would forgive you if you didn't even know who he was. Because sometimes I forget, and then he fights on a card, and I'm like, oh yeah, Modestus Bukauskas exists. He's a fighter who actually fights. Actually, pretty decent record in his last 5 as well. He got knocked out by Petrino. Beat Prakniao. That was a really good fight. Beat this fucking bum from Brazil, and then he went to split with Kudalaba. I think that the game plan is written on how to beat Paul Craig. I think it's very easy to beat Paul Craig. That guy Bellato was on his way to beating Paul Craig until he flopped and pretended he got kicked in the face on the ground. Bukauskas beats him. He beats him. Ah, God, but Bukauskas is not very good. He could just get caught in a triangle. I don't think that's very likely, though. I actually pick Bukauskas to knock Paul Craig out in the first round. Because Paul Craig has no chin, and he's just a terrible fighter. He's a terrible fighter. The UFC is just holding on to him, like, because he's from Scotland, and they just want the Scottish viewers. Yeah, Paul Craig sucks, guys. He's just so terrible. Check out what him by submission is, though. Like, first round sub, Paul Craig. Put like $1 on it. Yeah, maybe you'll win like $10. I don't know. I would love to see Craig win. He got KO'd in his last fight. Who did? Neither of these guys did. It was that up kick. But before that, that's right. He had that fight with Bo Nickel and he got knocked out sub. God, Paul Craig sucks ass. He's just so terrible. Yeah, I don't know who he is. All right, fair enough. What's up, Scott? Borralho should be cut after that Emmy Award-winning performance. No. They like that. They actually like that. They like stirring up controversy, given talking points. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Paul Craig's career is very interesting. Like, how do you beat? You have the only win over Magomed Ankalaev, and then you're just the worst fighter of all time. Like, top 10 worst fighters of all time. Not KO. He hoed, like, fucked over by an acting performance. Got it. Yeah. Nah. That up kick was illegal. I don't know. That fight was stupid. I don't even want to talk about that. That was terrible. Paul Craig sucks. All right, next fight is Balaji Oki versus Mason Jones at lightweight. Oki, let me see. Who did he beat 2 months ago? Michael Aswell. People think I look like Michael Aswell. Y'all can just go fuck yourselves, all right? I don't look like Michael Aswell. Fuck that guy. I don't even know who he is, but fuck him. Got subbed by Chris Duncan and beat Timmy Kawamba. I mean, yeah, like, this guy sucks. He had a really good fight with Michael Aswell, though, in his last fight. He showed a lot of really good stuff. Like, I was like, damn, all right, maybe this guy doesn't suck so bad. You know what I'm saying? Decent fighter from Belgium, plus 130 as the underdog. 29. Mason Jones. I mean, check motherfucking Mason Jones out, man. This guy's been on a tear in Cage Warriors. Came back to the UFC against Jeremy Stevens. Oh, God, how sad was that? That was after Jeremy Stevens beat Alvarez. That card might have even been in Philly, and they're like, we got to get Jeremy Stevens on the card. So they sacrificed Jeremy Stevens to give Mason Jones a win. I like Mason Jones a lot, man. He's from Wales. Not a lot of good fighters from Wales. But God damn it, Mason Jones, reckless abandon. He just fucking fights his ass off. And he's got a hell of a chin, too. Like, God damn. He's had wars with guys. And I think that's just going to be too much for Oki here. Like, Oki's a decent fighter. I think Mason Jones is too relentless. I'm going to say he wins a decision. But yeah, man, like, Mason Jones is a decent fighter. I'm surprised they cut him when they did, but he's proven that he's pretty damn good. Obviously going on a big win streak in Cage Warriors. And they sacrificed Jeremy Stevens to him. But it's like, dude, if you can't knock out no chin, like, old ass Jeremy Stevens, I think he almost knocked him out a couple points in that fight. I don't think he's knocking out Oki. So, happy Labor Day. Yeah, man. Happy Labor Day, brother. Hope you're doing something fun today. Yeah, I got Mason Jones easy, though. All right, let's go next one. BSD versus Hoofy. Oh, this is a sick-ass fight, man. Sick fight. It's a good-ass fight, lightweight. The old lightweight prospect heat check. More so for Hoofy. Benoit Saint Denis. I mean, I remember before the Dustin fight, everyone was like, dude, BSD's future champion. Loses to Dustin, everyone's like, oh, he sucks. He's probably got staph coming into this fight. He's gonna get knocked out. It's like, what the fuck? Like, anyway, I like BSD. I think he's a decent fighter. Another fighter people think I look like, BSD. Anyway. 14-3 is the record for BSD. He is 3-2 in his last 5, plus 165 as the dog. from Bayonne, France. 29 years old, 5'11", 73-inch reach. Hoofy, 12-1, long winning streak, knocking fools out. Minus 200 is the favorite. 29. Trains with the fighting nerds. So if we look at Hoofy's record, sick ass knockout on Contender, knocks out Malarkey with a flying knee, goes to a closer-ish decision with Lon Top, fairly dominant, but then he knocks out poor old Bobby King Green with a fucking spinning kick, which is very nasty and vicious. This is easily his toughest test so far. And, you know, Poirier hit BSD with a fucking shot that would have knocked out a fucking elephant. And then, yeah, he fucked BSD up. That was such a nice knockout for Dustin. He got caught. Had staff, got caught, whatever. Goes in there against Moicano. He gets absolutely mauled by Moicano. And he gets mounted and elbowed into dust. And I was like, dude, that's got to be tough, man. Like, not you get knocked out on the feet. Okay, you got caught. And then you get absolutely dominated on the ground and elbowed into oblivion. Fuck, dude. That fucking sucks, bro. It's shitty time to be you. He comes back with a sub against Kyle Prepelec. Oh my god, I remember this. This is like a bum that stepped in on short notice to fight BSD, and he got a token win. And let's be honest, the other thing about BSD that was not very good is it took him a little bit to get that submission. And I think Kyle Prepelec even landed some decent shots on him on the feet. Fuck, dude. Shit. BSD's down bad. He's down hella bad, dude. Hoofy has all the momentum. I think BSD... God damn it, dude. I think he's better with the hands, right, than Hoofy. I haven't seen much of Hoofy's ground game. BSD's got a decent ground game unless he's up against a better grappler. Then he's absolutely fucked. But it's not great, but, you know, it's proficient. Was able to get a sub over, you know, Kyle Prepelec. Man. I think Hoofy wins. I think he wins by decision, though. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think BSD's he's aight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Hoofy clearly wins. He's getting better too. But I could see BSD surviving to the end. Yeah, I'm gonna go Hoofy by decision, but I'm not super confident in that. I think this is gonna be a sick ass fight, and I think both these guys are gonna get respect for their performance respectively, but Hoofy's just gonna be the one to climb the ladder. Yeah, Oki is gonna lose to another British bloke. Actually, I was already to grill out everything, and just out of nowhere, fucking rainstorm hits. I still had a good Labor Day though. All right, that's what's up, man. Hoofy by KO, bro. I used to think people sleeping on BSD, but bro, BSD is so damn hittable. Yeah, fuck, he is though, huh? Fuck. I don't know, man. I'm still gonna go decision. Great fight, good test for Hoofy. He wins by KO. If Hoofy wins by KO, I think people are gonna be like, "Oh, see, I told you BSD's a bum." I'd actually be very, very impressed if Hoofy was able to knock out BSD, because I still think he's pretty damn good. Not great, but good. That's the reason I'm picking Hoofy by KO. All right, bet. Hey, Owen, by the way, brother, we got a Tapology League on the channel. I can drop the link for it, but it's in the channel description. Would love to have new people in there. I actually need to check that at the end of this and see, because I think we got some new people. You versus MMA Guru, who takes it? Challenge him to a fight, stream it, could make your channel blow up. Yeah, totally, right? I'm not trying to fight MMA Guru. I don't have a problem with him. I just don't watch his content. Plus he's like a heavyweight, dude. Like I'm 5'6". I'm a small guy. I mean, I'm down. Like, I'll spar him. I'll fight him. You know, why not? But it's like, you know, MMA Guru probably fucks me up. Not gonna lie. Do you have an actual job or just do MMA YouTube all day? God, Rick Allen. This guy fucking hates me so much. Yeah, I have a job. I have a job. I do MMA YouTube quite a bit. My channel's not monetized though. Like, I don't even have 500 subscribers, so it wouldn't even make sense. I don't even make any money. So, but thanks for the questions, Rick. All right. Next one is Imavov Borralho is the main event. Nasruddin Imavov, the man who which this card was built around, right? As John Anik likes to say. And Borralho, seemingly vying for a number one contender spot. Imavov is 16-4. 4-0-1. What the fuck is this one? Was this just like a Clash of Heads? Chris Curtis. Plus 110, near even. It's basically a pick'em. 29, trains at MMA Factory. Who's the head coach over there? I've heard about that gym. Can't remember. Oh yeah, no, that's fucking that's right. His head coach is Francis's old head coach. Why am I forgetting his name? I'm sure the chat will tell me. He's gonna take on Kyle Borralho, 17-1, minus 135 is the favorite, 32 years old. Trains with the Fighting Nerd. So I like Imavov. I think he's been very underwhelming. Obviously, him knocking out Izzy was unexpected and spectacular. Best moment of his career. He did knock out Cannonier. That was late into the fight. I remember that. But other than that, like, the majority decision with Dolidze, boring, trash, terrible. And then his fight with Brendan Allen, to me, like, wasn't good. Like, it wasn't good. Like, I don't know. It sucked. Wasn't interesting. I wasn't high on Imavov. Then he knocked out Izzy. And to be fair, like, Izzy just kind of got caught, right? In my opinion. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and say if they ran it back, same thing wouldn't happen. But I'm just saying, like, Izzy definitely got caught. I don't know, man. I'm still just not really that high on Imavov. But Borralho, let's see, he beat Muradov, Oleksiejczuk, Abus Magomedov, Paul Craig, knocked out Paul Craig, and then he beat Cannonier. I don't know, man. Like, I'm really not that high on Kaio either. And the reason why is because I think Kaio is very well-rounded. Pretty good striking, pretty good grappling. There's just nothing to me that he does that stands out, right? And with the size of Imavov, and I think he's got a little bit more power. He can hold his own on the ground. I gotta go with Imavov here. I really, really do. I really do, man. Like, but again, I don't think it's gonna be impressive enough. The closest fight I can compare this one to for Imavov would be the Brendan Allen fight. And I feel like Kyle Borralho is just much better than Brendan Allen everywhere, except for probably the pace and the gas tank. I think this is a close fight though, and I'm gonna pick Imavov to actually edge it out. And again, like, if Kaio could get this one done though, like in a breakout performance, I'd be sold on him. I'd be sold, and I'm like, yeah, man, maybe he might stand a chance against Hamzat, but let's be honest, Hamzat's just gonna beat all these dudes. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Imavov. He's unassuming, but again, he's got a lot of momentum behind him, fighting in his hometown. I think he'll win. I'm not confident though. I think this is a very close fight, man. All right, I'm gonna save my picks. Let's check out the Tapology group. I'll drop a link in the chat if anyone feels like joining. Yes. 41 members now in Tapology. Let's see now. Nope. Do have quite a few people already making their picks. This is the link to join in case you feel like it. Love to have new people up in there. But yeah, there you go, guys. Those are the picks. Rick Allen, when someone does something they enjoy in their free time, angry. I don't remember how I sunned you in your own Tapology league like 3 weeks in a row. You also got like last place on one event. 5'6", so you and Taporia could be competitive since you're the same size. Hell no. Taporia knocks me out cold. Maybe I could do maybe I survive 2 minutes. I really like Imavov. Borralho is very good in all areas, but give me Imavov by decision. Sure. Imavov W. Imavov by KO. I think KO's grappling is way overrated. I think Imavov will eventually find the chin. Yeah, like I said, dude, honestly, I'm not super high on either of these guys, especially for title contention. Even though they have climbed the ladder, Imavov has beaten the right names. KO has not. His only good win is Cannonier. Come on, dude. But yeah, if either one of these guys, one thing I guess I forgot to mention is it's actually really hard to look good against either of these guys because they're both really, really good. It's really hard to look good against them. Both fought Cannonier. Borralho was on absolute diff fight. And of course, the fight with Imavov, people argue early stoppage. That's right. He was an absolute dogfight with Cannonier. Okay, and then people say the Imavov stoppage was early. Sure. Compare it to the Delidze fight. Stupid. Nah, you're dumb. I don't know. I don't think it's Delidze is fights like he's fighting in molasses, like in a tube of honey. No, it's not even close. Or it was an early stop, but Imavov was clearly beating Cannonier. True. I know Showa, they're super high on Borralho. I don't really have a dog in the race. Again, I'm not high on either guy. But if somebody does have a breakout performance, I'd be pretty shocked. It's a pretty decent card, right? Pretty decent card. A lot of some layups. I think we're gonna see a lot of competitive matches. I know I picked a lot of decisions. That's just me. I just always go safe on most of my picks. So anyway, what about you guys? What'd you think of my picks? You think they're trash? What are yours? Enter the Tapology League. Let's get you in there. It's always fun. But yeah, so there's a K1 this weekend. That's gonna be fucking awesome. Can't wait to watch K1. And if you're in my Discord, you'll be able to watch it. Don't worry about that. It's very hard to watch K1, but if you're in the Discord, we got you. We got you covered. Pretty sure I got most of the same picks. All right, cool. You're going Borralho though. So tomorrow we'll try to get a show for you guys, maybe like a tier list, something like that. Wednesday we'll probably do a live chat. I'm gonna be very busy on Thursday, super busy Thursday. It's gonna be a long ass day. I'm gonna try to get all my work done, so I can watch one Friday fights on Friday. So maybe Wednesday we'll do the live chat. We'll try to get a show for tomorrow. Maybe Big Red will join us for a tier list, and then live chat Wednesday. We'll go over the whole schedule. I'll try to get it up as well on the channel so you guys can see what exactly I'll be doing fight companions for. And then obviously fight companions basically Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we'll do a Who's Up Next matchmaking show on Sunday. It's interactive. You guys get to vote. By the way, we're only 14 subscribers away from being monetized. So tell your friends, tell your family. We'll get there soon. I think if not next week, the week after. We had kind of a dead week last week for big events. So I didn't stream as much. But yeah, next week or the week after, I think we'll be able to be monetized, and that'll be fun. And I can open up the Discord to more people. Imavov, Borralho, Fluffy RDR, whoever makes the biggest splash gets the next title shot. So I expect fireworks. You're absolutely correct. 100% correct. Shemaya versus Fluffy feeds generations. Guys, I'm on an island with this. I don't think Fluffy is very good. He's and I know people have made this comparison, but he's like middleweight Marab, right? I really don't think he's like that good. Like, I understand he's doing all the right things. He's winning all the fights that he needs to. I think that Chimaev just runs through him like a hot knife through butter. Like that doesn't seem like a competitive match to me. Seriously. I don't know, man. I don't know why. I don't know. Like Fluffy, I was super high on him, and then I like wasn't so much. I think he's not a finisher. Obviously, he finished. God, look at my hair, dude. What the fuck's going on with me? Obviously, he finished Dolidze, but it's like, dude, Dolidze, like, I was the only one being like, dude, Dolidze is actually pretty good, but that performance was absolute trash. He looked like he was dying in that fight. Kyle will take Imavov down in the first and sub him in the second or third. Wow, that'd be very impressive. Honestly, like I think Hamzat just runs through all these guys. Maybe that's why I'm so bummed on middleweight now. I'm like, fucking stupid Hamzat. Sucks. Can't stand Hamzat. You're not an island. I think Chimaev smokes Fluffy. Yeah. Akita upsets Big Frog and now gets to fight for the belt. What? You gonna watch K1 with me, Frank? We'll do a live chat Wednesday. We'll try to do a show tomorrow. Live chat Wednesday. Thursday's busy. I don't think I'll be streaming. Friday, Saturday, probably Sunday. I'll be streaming pretty much the whole time. So if you guys like Fight Companions, hop over here. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get the fuck out of here, though. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go do something else. You guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy Labor Day if you're in the States. That's the title fight on the card. Okay, gotcha. All right, boys. Thank you so much for joining, and we will wrap it up.
What the hell?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Man, you want some too? You better wrap it up.